Oh my gosh! Who's that? Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday! Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah! Hello, hello, hello! Today I decided I wanted to wear glasses so I could look smarter. No, it's because I'm going to be showing you guys some of the stuff that I generally worked on to compile my debut program. Because I feel like a lot of it is really involved. I had some of my friends be like, whoa, you put a lot of effort into that debut, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, I sure did. Hello, I hope you guys are ready. I hope you have something to drink and something to snack on. Do you have something like that? What do you have to drink? What do you have to snack on? Tell me. You like my glasses? I think they're kind of cute. If I made them really, really small, I'd look like a little grandma. But they're also very difficult to, like, configure on my face. Sometimes they get stuck to my hair instead of my face. So I can't show you my grandma glasses right now. Maybe one day, I'll show you my grandma glasses. Eating pizza! Yeah! Oh, what kind of pizza? What kinds of toppings do you put on your pizza? For me, I know somebody yesterday asked me pineapples on pizza, and I said sometimes it's fine. But for me, I actually prefer mushrooms and spinach. I like spanch. It showed? Oh, thank you! I worked really, really hard on my debut, and I tried to make it so that when I debuted, I didn't have any regrets. I didn't want to regret not getting anything done, so I did everything that I wanted to do. I'm a little bit crazy like that, I think. I'm the kind of person who would rather regret doing something than regret not doing something. So I always do as much as I possibly can. Have water and gummy snacks. Ooh, are they like plain gummy snacks or like sour gummy snacks? I like sour gummy snacks, but sometimes plain gummy snacks are very comforting. Pizza and Mountain Dew? Is it a pizza kind of night? Water. Soda. What kind of soda? Not good for you, but it's good. Filtered water! Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is my homie. I only drink filtered water. They're not grandma glasses. I wear those. I'm sorry you didn't know. No. Oh, I mean, if you make them look really, really small on my face, like to the point where they look like spectacles, then they look like grandma glasses to me. But right now, they don't look like grandma glasses. They're pretty cute like this is. I think they're cute this way. But if you make them real small, just like to fit on my nose bridge, then it makes me look like a grandma. I have some crackers that have pandas on them. I don't know if you guys have tried. I think it's from... Is this a Japanese snack? It's little crackers with pandas printed on them that have chocolate inside. One of my coworkers gave me this as a treat. As a treat for being so good. And then I also have a banana to be healthy. I have, these chocolate crackers, but I also have a banana, so I can say I'm being healthy. And then I have water, which is good for you. I do have that good, yummy, filtered water. And then I also have, to offset the healthiness of the filtered water, I have iced tea from McDonald's, which we all know is filled with a ton of sugar. So we're very balanced tonight. I have an unhealthy snack and a healthy snack, and then I have a healthy drink and an unhealthy drink. So overall, no changes. You like my glasses? Thank you. I'm gonna be teaching you some stuff today. I'm your teacher. You can call me Fionna Sensei. Not really teaching you, but mostly showing you all of the back-end work that went into my debut last night. And also, I'm going to be trying to read the chat a little bit better. Because last night, I was working on so many scene changes and preparing so much stuff while the program was running that I really didn't have time to read chat. I'm sorry. Hehe. Is there something wrong with my mic today? What do you mean? Does it sound weird? Is it loud or is it quiet? Because I thought it was too loud, so I made it quieter. Do you want me noisier? McDonald's tea is sugar water, I know, but it's so yummy. It's so good. Which is why I'm balancing out with water. It's basically as if I took this McDonald's iced tea and I diluted it with water. And that's basically what I'm doing. So it's healthy now. Not as bad. Arena, hi! Hello, my love. How are you? Long time no see. Rena, you were late? You were late? That's okay. You can do whatever you want. It's blown out. I wonder if it's the gain. I don't know. Let's try and fix it for the time being. Or else I have to assault your ears with it for the entire time. Let's try... Hold on. I'm gonna try something real quick. Yeah. Nya nya. Nya 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 nya. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that for free. How does it sound right now? I adjusted the gain a little bit. Uh-oh. You guys are gonna find out a fun little thing about my body today. Let's see if it happens. It happened once yesterday. Let's see if it happens today. Oh, it doesn't. So when I drink from my water bottle, my tongue sticks out. I don't know why. There it goes. So if you see me just like sticking my tongue out randomly, and like, you know, like this, it just means I'm drinking water. For some reason, my camera registers it as me having my mouth open with my tongue out. Okay, I wonder if it was the gain. I can adjust something else. Hold on. Was it bad yesterday? I'm a little scared now. Because I didn't change anything from yesterday. Well, if I adjust it now, something might break. I'm scared. Drinking from the water bowl. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do that for free. Maybe I shouldn't use the tongue toggle for free. I do be using it for free though, because I'm thirsty. Wait. That's not what I meant to say. Oh well. You know. Did you guys know that you can set live streams to 2 times speed and it'll catch up and reduce delay? Whoa, really? Oh, that's a life hack! Oh my gosh! Okay, I have to remember that. It's very interesting how much latency there is on YouTube. Because I've been using Restream to dual stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Hello, Twitch bros! Hello, YouTube bros! And YouTube takes a little bit. I feel like I clicked go live and then Twitch was immediately like maybe 5 or 10 seconds later like, okay, we got you. And then YouTube took like a whole minute to register that I was streaming. It's very interesting. So if you're watching on YouTube and I missed your chat message because of the latency, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. So today, I'm gonna go over what we did yesterday. I'm gonna fix some of my problems because I know there was a bit that I had and I didn't realize. So here's the thing. There was a bit that I played and it had sound for me, so I thought it was working, but apparently it didn't have sound for you guys. So I'm gonna show you that bit when we get to that part, because that's not how it was supposed to be. You were supposed to have sound. 11-second delay went from 17 to 6. Hey, that's a pretty decent improvement, actually. So let me switch over to here. I'm big. All right. The Miku section. I know, I'm so sad. I worked really hard on that bit too. I can't believe I screwed it up. Please watch it today. I'll show it to you the way it's supposed to be. I'll show you the way it's supposed to be consumed. I don't even know how I managed to pull that one off. It was a lot of work. I spent like a whole Sunday trying to get everything perfect. I'll explain to you how I did it when we get to that section. But for the time being, I'm literally just gonna scrub through this and kind of read the chat, finally. And then kind of show you guys how I made everything. You think my debut stream was beautiful? Oh, thank you! Yeah, apparently there was a section where it was muted. I think I was muted for 2 sections, is what I was told. Management told me that there were 2 sections where it felt like I was supposed to have talking, and there wasn't any. So if you notice that it was scuffed, I'm sorry. I'm gonna remedy that today by explaining what was supposed to happen. But regardless, I guess it's not a VTuber debut stream without a little bit of scuff. So if you still enjoyed it regardless of that, thank you. That'll still make me happy. I'm still glad that I was able to do what I could. So I have this playing literally on 2 times speed. Wow, look at me go. Oh, it's already over. It's already over. Look at this comment right here from Fuji Man himself. Going live on time? What's next? A debut with no tech issues? Damn it! I was so close. I only had 2 things that got messed up. I was so close to perfection. Ugh. How many? We're only 40 seconds in, and there's already something golden like that. Gosh darn it. I really wanted it to be perfect. I had planned and everything. The problem with the muted parts is that I had monitoring on for myself, but I didn't have output on. So I could hear it, and I thought it was working, but you guys couldn't hear it. I'm sorry. Ugh. Also, yes, hand holding. So for the opening screen, this was actually a prompt that I gave Asna, the illustrator. I was like, the prompts I gave them were sort of like a Mondstadt style town, which you can probably very obviously see here with all the wooden architecture. And I also specified that I would like my character leading the viewer into some kind of market to like go buy things. So this is Hancho taking you out to touch some grass, okay? No staying inside, no need. No hikikomori. We need to touch grass. It's good for your mental health. Fresh air is good for you, as no matter, you know, how much VTubers will tell you that is not the case. Arena commenting, sorry if my hand is sweaty, Miss Engels. That's okay, my hand is sweaty too, I'm sorry. I feel like, I don't know. Raise the hands. Do you have sweaty hands? Maybe I shouldn't ask that, because that would imply that you need to have held somebody's hand before. And I don't know how true that is for a lot of people. I feel like I get sweaty hands. Like, even just when I'm gaming, or even just when I'm streaming, when I'm holding the mouse, it feels kinda... It's a little damp. I'm gonna put myself here in the middle, so you guys can read chat too. My hands are not sweaty. Wow, okay. I'm just saying, it's okay if you haven't experienced being in a situation where you can determine whether or not you have sweaty hands. My hands sweat profusely? That's okay. Me too. Here I am, right now. When it's cold, my hands get sweaty. Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, I gotta read this chat. Okay. Oh, there's Saya! That's an interesting thing. I feel like I've also had cold sweat on my hands before, but I don't remember what brought it on. I would love to know the science behind it. Hello, past me! That's you! What is that meme of SpongeBob pointing at the screen? Where he's like in the corner? That's me right now at you. Shiki says she loves pink women. Well, lucky for Shiki. I love Shiki. Pink women love her back. Okay, I think I was very exact on my time at the beginning, but as we got farther and farther, I started to talk more. I started to talk more and then time ran away from me a little bit. My bad. Because there was one section, I literally looked at the time once in the entire stream. In the entire debut stream, I glanced at the time once. And it was at a section where I was like, okay, I should probably be around the like 8:30 mark right now, right? No, I looked at the time and it was 8:45. So I thought, oh no, I have to hustle a little bit. I just have a lot to say. I remember in the interview with my CEO, I just kept talking. Do you think that's why they hired me? Because I just talk and talk and talk. Oh, okay, this part. Did you guys like this part? So this part was inspired by, if you remember my Q&A session. Does anybody remember what I said my favorite game was? I said my favorite game was Fire Emblem Awakening! Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS. 3DS? DS? Ooh, it's been a while. Hi, Saya! Hello, hello, hello! How's your flight? You thought this was cute? Thank you, thank you. So I'm going to show you guys real quick kind of the composition of how this part was created. I see Jace is here saying, chat, is this real? So I really did want to actually program this into a actual game menu because I have a little bit of knowledge of game programming languages, but I knew that would take me longer than straight up just editing the video. So I'm going to show you actually how we compiled this scene. It's a little complex. Did you have the Awakening 3DS? I mean, yeah, I have it, but I never used it. I was too afraid. What if I broke it? So I loved Fire Emblem Awakening. I have the Awakening 3D, or yeah, the Awakening Limited Edition DS. And then I also have a Japanese version of the art book, an English version of the art book, and at my peak obsession, I had 2 copies of the game because you could only have 3 save files per copy, and that was not enough for me. So I had 2 copies of the same game. Okay, so let me move myself off to the side here. So the way that this scene is compiled, oops, my don't look at this part. The way that this scene is compiled essentially is a bunch of different assets. So you have the background is separate. The background I got off of itch.io. There was one day, Rena was asking me, where did you get that background? And I was like, oh, I got it from itch. And she was like, why do you say it like itch? And I'm like, how are you supposed to say it? That's the name of the website. When I say I'm going live on Twitch, I don't say I'm going live on twitch.tv. I say I'm going live on Twitch. Right? So I got this background from itch. Right? Or do you have to... Is it itch.io or itch.io or itch.io? I don't know. Feel free to correct me. I don't know very much about the internet. So this background is a free game asset... Not free. I paid for it. A paid game asset background. As well as the UI parts here. So the scroll and like this little ribbon here and this part here are all different. Not all different. All from the same GUI package that I also had to pay for, but it was very cheap, so it's fine. As I told you in the debut, the sprites were drawn by Galette, a pixel artist, and I was just... So Galette drew me the... Let me see if I can scroll back for it. Nope. Okay. I'll just have to show you the PST. But Galette drew the versions with the different lengths of hair, and as well as the cute little... Here, if I can show you. The cute boy version. Let me add another window real quick. Does this show anything? I don't think this shows anything crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna go on BRB for just a second so I can load Photoshop up and show you the different layers of this particular bit, okay? 1 second, literally like 5 seconds. Okay. I'm back. I told you. Wait, how come it doesn't show you? There's literally a canvas right here. Does Photoshop have that thing where I'm not allowed to like stream whatever it is that's here? There's literally, like, you can see I have a file open, but it's not showing up. What is your problem, Adobe? I just want to show people my work. What's happening? Bruh. Okay, well, I guess I can't show you... Can I show you the layers at least? Okay, here. So these are basically all the different layers. Every single... Is your canvas popped out as a separate window? It is not. It is right here. You know, docked. But for some reason, you guys can't see it. And I'm not sure why. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Adobe to have some kind of software like that where I can't share what's on my screen. That sounds like something they would do. Why does it have to Adobe this way? You're right. Well, you know what? It's fine. I can roll with whatever happens. So every single slide that you see here in this bit, the bouncing, the menus changing, those are all individual images that I synced with sound effects on CapCut and then added background music in the back. It didn't take me very long. I feel like the most difficult part was compiling the slides themselves and like adding the specific little differences. My cover, all the credits are here. I think I discussed with you guys already that this was something that I wanted to sing, even though I didn't really have confidence singing. Voice 3 is the best! Oh, thank you! That's the one that I chose. That's my regular speaking voice. The song cover jump scare. I wanted to make sure you were awake. I wanted to make sure you were paying attention. I'm just reading chat really quick. It's this easy? Time to become a VTuber myself. Well, it was, well, I thought it was really impressive to be able to release a full cover. Oh, thank you! You think so? Thank you! So I did do all of my planning very well in advance. I think this cover finished, the PV finished 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yes, the PV was finished 2 weeks before we debuted. And the mix was finished 2 weeks before that. No, 1 week before that. And then the instrumental... No, the vocals were finished 2 weeks before that. And then the instrumental was finished 1 week before that. So, like, all in all, the inception of this cover started at least a month and a half to 2 months before our debut date. Thank you! Thank you! I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, so like the character customization screen was kind of a throwback to my favorite game, Fire Emblem Awakening. I really wanted to do something real similar to the Avatar creator. And then, yeah, I liked to sing and I really liked this song and I really wanted to have a cover drop on debut to sort of make it feel like an anime opening. So that's what I did. I sang an anime opening. I'm glad you liked it. I wasn't really super confident in this sort of genre. This is not usually the genre that I find myself singing. Mostly because I feel like my voice isn't really super suitable for really big power songs like this. But I did my best. I really put my all into it. And I think with more practice, I can probably do more songs like this. Because I think this is I like high energy and high tension songs. I just feel like they don't suit my voice very well. You've been looping it on Spotify? Really? Oh my gosh! Thank you! Thank you! Yeah, it's also on Spotify right now. If you haven't seen that I posted the link, it's on Spotify. You just have to search my name. I'm pretty sure if you search Fionna von Engels, it'll be the only thing there. I have never released anything on Spotify before, so it was a little bit tricky. I didn't know how to fill in the fields. When they told me, hey, we can't accept this because it's got a problem, I had no idea what they were talking about. It turned out I had to go back to my mixer and ask them to change something about the way that it was exported before Spotify could accept it. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot when preparing this particular release. Well, there's me! Oh, oops, I forgot. I forgot to keep reading the chat. I saw a lot of baguettes in chat. Thank you so much. I love bread. I love baguettes. This comment right here, this comment... Oh, damn, it's the theme song from that Court Pharmacy anime. They killed me! I was reading that while I was sitting there waiting for it to play, and I was just, like, cracking up. It was such a good comment. Court Pharmacy? I mean, you're not wrong. But why did you have to say it like that? Have you tried other genres? I think, like, most of the stuff I've tried, I think this is probably the farthest out of genre I've ever... Not this, but, you know, the cover is the farthest out of genre I've ever tried. Usually, I feel like I sing stuff that's, like, poppy, idly, or even, like, ballads and stuff. I very rarely tackle high-energy, like, rock themes. I'm glad you guys like that song. It's a really good song. If you still haven't watched the anime, I highly recommend it. What had to be changed about it? So Spotify said you can't have this type of audio. I forget what the name of the audio type is, but it's a special kind of audio that apparently bypasses some, like, volume limits, so that when you play the song, like for example, like on YouTube or something, it can be a little bit more dynamic than the software allows it to. But Spotify doesn't like that kind of music or sound type. So I had to ask my mixer Vesson to re-export it. I asked him, I'm like, what does this mean? Spotify told me no! And he was like, oh, I know what this means. Hold on. And then he just exported it. And it was easy. It was done. And then it was accepted and that was fine. It was a great cover. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. I feel like now I have the confidence to tackle more aggressive songs. I really like rock and roll songs and like high energy anime protagonist songs, but I've never felt like that I could handle them. But that cover is an example that I can handle it. Okay, lots of bread. I love bread. Yummy, 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 yummy. I thought they auto-encoded it. Yeah, apparently Spotify will like do something with the volume to make it consistent, but there was that one... I don't know. Actually, maybe it wasn't Spotify. No, I think it was Spotify. I don't know. I exported the song to as many platforms as it would let me. So maybe it wasn't a thing with Spotify. Maybe one of those other platforms was like, nah, we don't like this one. Somebody called me a pink menace. Am I a menace? Be honest with me. Does this face look like she would be a menace? Everybody's saying hi to me. So cute! A Screamo song. Oh, that's where I can't. I don't think I can. My voice teacher probably wouldn't let me. My voice teacher already doesn't like it when I go to concerts and I scream. He's like, no screaming. None. Do not scream. No screaming. Look at how fast I talk. Wow. She's fat. Wow, yapper. I loved your cover and I just realized I watched the whole anime, but I skipped the intro. No, the intro is so good. Well, now you know that the intro to the Apothecary Diaries is a banger. You guys should have the practice to where anytime you watch an anime for the first time, you have to watch the opening and the ending in completion, in its entirety. And then you can skip it. That's fine. But when I was watching the Apothecary Diaries, I never skipped the opening. What do you mean you bully the fifth? You guys are so mean to me. All I do is work super hard so you can have fun. Wow, watching me move at 2 times speed is like insane. Bwah, 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 bwah. There she goes. So this is all Photoshop. Again, Photoshop seems to be my bread and butter, huh? So these are all different layers. This is just Photoshop font, choosing different layers, utilizing the bevel blending modes. Not blending mode necessarily. Yeah. This is just a PNG. I literally just like cut it out from this section. I look like somebody who would randomly snap. It actually takes quite a bit to get me upset, I feel like. Who has seen me genuinely upset? Well, I feel like whenever I've been upset, it's usually like I'm sad, not a I'm angry. Very, very rarely do I get actually angry. I think if you talk to my baby girl, Rena, she'll be like, I've only seen her angry maybe like once in the 4 years? 3 years? In the 3 years that I've known her, Rena has seen me angry like once. Okay. So this part is all pretty straightforward. It's all just... This is an illustration. So Uni illustrated this for me. And then I kind of added the little window here. So I could still talk to you guys. I'm a talking picture. Just like I am now. The yapping power at 2 times speed is hilarious. I know, look at her go. She doesn't stop. Sorry, I'm a yapper. I first started using Photoshop for work 6 months ago, and now I'm spoiled. Man, if I'll just tell you. I've been using Photoshop for probably 15 years at this point. But when I say it's my bread and butter, like, me and Adobe aren't friends, but I cannot let go of what I can do with Photoshop. It's been my companion for so long at this point. What is she talking about? Okay, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. Okay. She just keeps talking. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Also, I forgot I was supposed to be reading chat. I'm so sorry. Aw, you guys think my handwriting is pretty? That's so nice. I'm reading back a little bit. Handwriting is all practice, you know? If you're like, wow, your handwriting's really good, you just have to write a lot. Then your handwriting will start to get better. 15 years of Photoshop experience not beating the hag allegation. I know! Okay, I know. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, has anybody visited our website? Has anybody visited the Project Versus website? Because my age is definitely on there. I don't know if management removed it because I put it up. I put it on there because there is a little box. So there are different little boxes that we have to fill out on the website that have like information about us, like our debut date, our character color, stuff like that. And our age was one of them. And I was like, I feel like management is probably going to remove this before we go live. But I don't know if they did. So it's there. It's out there. Oh, you guys like the wing in my signature? That's so nice. I'm going to actually go back. That's my signature. I honestly, I practiced quite a bit to get it to look this good. But if I keep practicing, eventually it'll just be perfect. Easy. It's still there. Okay. Now you know. Now you're sure, right? Better remember. Better screenshot it before management notices that it's up and takes it down. I literally thought they were going to remove it, which is why I filled it out. But if they haven't, then I guess that means they don't really care. What size is your heels? Ooh, that's a great question. This isn't even part of the AMA section, but that's a great question. I think the boots that I typically like to wear are around 3 inches. So they're like not super tall, but if you add 3 inches to a lady who is already 5'7", she gets kind of tall. As Rena has learned, the age of 30 is in demand. I love Sencho. She's so funny. Uh-oh, somebody taller than me. Wow, I rarely run into that, actually. If I'm wearing my boots, not very many people are taller than me. Ryu showed her age on debut, so I guess that's not a big deal. Yeah, I thought that was interesting, because obviously, I didn't bother including my age here, just because I didn't think it was super important, and letting you guys speculate is kind of fun. So I just left it vague, but if it's on the website, well... Oh my god, you guys commenting all beef. Beef, beef! Where's the beef? Beef, beef, beef! I love it! Beef, beef, beef! Oh, really good. I'm glad you understood. I'm glad you understood my intention with the character color. That way you can remember. Beef 51. Area 51, but beef. Beef, 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 beef. Already beefing at debut. Okay, I think if I do this... Oh, there we go! I can fast forward a little bit. But is the chat okay? Does the chat update? What are you writing down over there, huh? Show me what you have. Show Sensei what you are doing. You feel dusty? It's okay, I'm dusty too. Look at this face! She's done. She's done. She's done with the yapping. Where's the beef? We have the beef. I don't like any mess. Yeah, this is the part where I was busy trying to like explain all these things, obviously. So I didn't read the chat like at all, so I'm reading it now. Beautiful anime woman. We long for so many of the same things. You're so right. Oh, you wrote down 3-inch heels? Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I have like 3-inch heeled boots that I like to wear. Who's Marie Kondo? Oh no, I missed this one. This is another good question. Marie Kondo is a Japanese lady who's famous for the term spark joy. She's basically, her job is coming into people's houses and organizing their stuff. She makes them throw out things they don't need anymore. Yup. You can try all the delicious food in the world if you're diligent enough. That's the spirit! That's the kind of attitude we need around here. The children, they long for affordable housing. This is a very hard question. If I had to choose between good public transit or affordable housing, like, those are both very good. Those are both imperative to the success of society. Beautiful anime women. Girl has her priorities straight. I do. She's a veteran. Zam. Okay. Is this because I said I've been into VTubers since 2018? I'm so... Kizuna Ai was important to my personality. I wanted to be just like her. So now I guess... I mean, I'm not quite just like her because I'm 2D and not 3D. Okay. She's unlike me. What does that mean? Does that mean you like mess? Have a good lurk. Thank you for hanging out. Take good care. That's okay. We're just watching me yap. Look at her go. She's crazy. Okay, I said I was gonna talk about this part a little more too. So, some of you have already submitted your bingo cards for this section, and it makes me wonder if my taste is outdated or just very niche, because I'm finding that a lot of people can't actually get bingo. What are your thoughts? Is it hard? Is this a difficult list of franchises to say, oh yeah, I'm into that one. I'm really into... This is a hard one? What? Literally, I showed this list to 2 of my friends. Rena was one. Before the debut. And they were like, oh, that's all normal stuff. This isn't normal stuff? What's What's normal nowadays? Wait, what's normal? Okay, let's go through this in a little bit more detail. I know Volcano Princess is super niche. That's like a princess raising sim that was, I think it was released last year? Yeah. It was released last year, and it became my entire personality when it came out. Renee got 2.5, thank God! Yay! It's very millennial, darn it. I mean, you've seen my age right there on the website. You got it? Oh, you had three rows? Okay, thank God. Because I feel like I was looking at some of the submissions, and I was thinking, oh, you guys are struggling a little bit, huh? Hag to hag communication. I freaking love Volcano Princess. Literally game of the year for me, 2023. So Fionna, I guess, is I wouldn't say old, but it's been ongoing for quite a while at this point. There are 42 volumes out, and it's still going. Probably like the longest shoujo manga. Ongoing shoujo manga. Well, I don't know. Maybe Skip Beat might be longer. Apothecary Diaries? I feel like this is very mainstream, isn't it? I feel like everybody I knew was watching this when it was airing. It's done now. Monster Hunter is also like a classic. It's been out on so many platforms that I feel like everybody has tried it at least once. Oh, is Monster Hunter still on sale? If you haven't tried out Monster Hunter, I believe it was on sale on Steam. You can get Rise and Sunbreak and World for like an insanely low price. I think it was like sub $10 or something. Maggie the Labyrinth of Magic is like okay, that one is kind of dated at this point. How many volumes was that? It was a lot. I really liked the anime though. I did not finish the manga because it got too long and too political for me, and I just liked it when it was fun, silly, adventure, dungeon crawling. I liked Maggie when it was dungeon crawling, but then it got all weird. Yeah. We'll play Wilds. You will play Wilds with me when it comes out, right? It will happen. I feel like Yakuza Yakuza is more mainstream nowadays, but also I feel like it's a little bit niche just because not everybody is super into a game that has so many heavy Japanese references. Inuyasha is a classic, but yeah, that's a little bit on the millennial side. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation is a little niche, but it's like I could have said a more niche one. I could have said like Scum Villain, I think is less mainstream than Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. Heaven Official's Blessing is probably the most mainstream one. Oran is pretty classic too. I would rank that one up there with like Full Metal Alchemist in terms of like popularity and renown. Disgaea, I feel like maybe is a little bit niche, but I liked it. I feel like every time I meet somebody who's into Disgaea, I've met like an endangered species. So if you're into Disgaea, if you like it, you're an endangered species along with me. I played 2 extensively. Rosalind is my wife. I played 1 a little bit. I skipped 3 because I hear 3 is Garbo. I watched playthroughs of 4 and 5, but I always wanted to play them myself. And then I didn't hear super great things about 6. Watching Inuyasha episodes in 3 parts. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I didn't do that with Inuyasha, but my mom bought us like a DVD, a burned DVD set off of eBay of all of the Inuyasha episodes, and like half of them are dubbed and like half of them are subbed. And then literally on the subbed episodes, it says, this fan dub is for free. If you paid for it, you got scammed. But hey, it let me watch all of the episodes of Inuyasha, so that was awesome. You've only seen Inuyasha and Spy Family? Ooh, I must be a big nerd then. But I guess because this is a mix of both anime and games, it might be a little bit harder to fill out. I would say I know many of these, but do I like them? Yeah, that was one of... Maybe I shouldn't have instigated that rule. Because I instigated on Twitter, I mentioned the rule that if you don't consider this something you really like I do, like I really like all of these, then you can't mark it. If you've seen it and you thought it was okay, that's not good enough. No Pokemon? I liked Pokemon, but it wasn't integral? It wasn't integral to me growing up. Or like, there's so much Pokemon that how can I be like, this is my favorite? Every single season is different. And it's changed so much over the years. I feel like saying Pokemon in general might be too big, too vague to tell you about the kind of person that I am. The children will never know the pain of having to find some guy who has third-generation copies of fan hard-subbed anime. Oh, VHS! Oh, Jesus. I had Sailor Moon and I had Pokemon on VHS, but that was it. After that, DVDs were too expensive, so I mostly just watched on YouTube. Let's see. Tokyo Mew Mew is definitely an oldie. The kids do not know anything except for the reboot nowadays, and I hear the reboot's actually not super great, which is why I haven't checked it out. But that was the first manga series that I bought the entire series of. My mom would take us to the bookstore maybe like once every couple months, and she would let us get one thing. And so eventually I was able to collect the entire set. I still have the entire set. They're super old and yellowed, but I don't want to throw them out because they have sentimental value. Hoyoverse is probably pretty general. I feel like a lot of people are into some kind of Hoyoverse game. I play Genshin, I play Star Rail, I want to play Zenless Zone Zero. I wanted to try Honkai Impact, but no time. Oh, I also play Tears of Themis. I forgot about that one. Spy Family is in the middle because I feel like it's probably the easiest one that could be a free space. Do I know anybody who doesn't like Spy Family? I don't know. There are some people I feel like who dislike things just because they're popular. And I do feel like I know people like that who are just like, oh, Spy Family is mid. It's whatever. And I feel like they say that just because everybody else loves it. Just so they have an antagonistic opinion. But I don't really care. I like it. Bond is my favorite character. Drakengard 3. Has anybody here played Drakengard 3? It's one of my favorite games of all time. If you like girls who could kill you, and dragons, this is the game for you. If you've played Nier and you like Kaine and her disgusting dirty mouth, this is another game for you. I loved Drakengard 3. I remember when it was released, one of my friends sent it to me and was like, this looks like something that you would like. And at the time, I was still living with my parents. So I bought it for my crusty little PS3. It ran terribly. It still runs terribly because of of the way that it's optimized. But literally, I could only play it when my parents weren't home because Zero says some outrageous stuff that my parents would not approve of. So I could only play it when they weren't home, and whenever I heard the garage opening to signify that they were back, I had to quickly save and turn it off and then go back to my room. But I have very fond feelings of it, and I do hope that one day it gets a loving port to some other better system that can handle it. Whether that's like the PlayStation 5 or the PC, I will take anything because I freaking love Zero. She's so funny. Why aren't there more women like her in video games? So yes, I am also very on board with the Drakengard 3 remake. Because who doesn't love women who can kill you and dragons? Just like Peak. Let's see. Clamp? So, who was it? I think one of my gen mates asked me. I think it was Saya who asked me, what Clamp series do you like? And I was like, I think I have literally read or watched all of them except for Tokyo Babylon. But the ones that... So Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, I think I mentioned in the debut. That one was like, I was obsessed with that for a lot of my middle school life. So, Tsubasa Chronicle, obviously, I grew up watching Cardcaptor Sakura alongside Sailor Moon. And then obviously, then I got older and I got into Tsubasa Chronicle instead. Interesting. Chobits was also really good. I think to this day, that's probably one of my favorite anime, just because I liked it a lot, even though I probably shouldn't have been watching it at age 14, considering some of the themes that are in there. And then Holic was also very fun, but I only read it. I did not watch it, because the anime, by the time I got around to reading it, the anime was already very dated at that point, and it was kind of... I couldn't sit through it. What is Clamp? So Clamp is actually a group of women who write stories. They're most known for Cardcaptor Sakura, I believe. But they've also done other stuff. I also really like Kobato. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Kobato is one of my favorite anime. It's just like a real cute, but also kind of bittersweet. And also was animated very well, I think. Compared to how Holic looked, Kobato was very good. Your debut was very well made. So many neat design ideas. Thank you! I'm teaching you guys all about them today. He. I think those are all of the Clamp anime that have like significance in my memory. I just remember when I was 13 years old, I had a crush on Phi D Fluorite from Tsubasa Chronicle. And so whenever I would look at pictures of him, I would get all flustered and embarrassed. Oh, and I don't think I ever read Angelic Layer. There's another one that I forgot. Yeah, Clamp has a lot of series, so you might know a few of them if you've been into anime long enough. But it's okay if you can't possibly read all of them. Ace Attorney is on here. Does Code Geass count for Clamp since they designed the characters? Well, I've never actually watched Code Geass. I know what the characters look like, and I think I know their names, but I don't know anything else about the series. But Clamp's character designs are really good. As for Ace Attorney, oh my gosh, I have a funny Ace Attorney story. So my friend was just like, Ace Attorney is really good, you should play it. And I was like, okay, I like mysteries and stuff. I like point and click detective games, so I'm gonna try it. And then I tried it like literally right before I had a trip to Disneyland, and I got hooked. So I downloaded it on my phone, and at this point it was already on the App Store, and I literally played through the first 3 games of Ace Attorney while waiting in line at Disneyland. It was so good. I could not stop. I literally only put my phone down to like get on the rides and eat and sleep, but otherwise I was playing that game. It was so fun. And then let's see. I remember playing a couple on... I really liked... Right after I got back from Disneyland, I bought Apollo Justice, and I think that one is my favorite in the series. I tried the others, but I think they didn't catch me or hook me as well as that one did. If you're unspoiled about Code Geass, I wonder how you would feel about it now. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. The internet's been very good to me, and I think the anime is old enough that like there's not a lot of content about it. So I don't know anything about it. If there's like huge spoilers in that anime, I don't know what they are. Should I watch it someday? Yeah, probably, actually. I feel that way about a lot of classic anime that I've never seen. Like, my older cousins that have seen the anime will be like, oh, did you like Evangelion because you're really into anime? And I'm like, oh, I didn't watch that. I actually heard it might be too intense for me, so I didn't see it. Same with Gurren Lagann. I know there's one character in that franchise, TV show, that I like, that I think is adorable and want to marry, but that's it. That's all. Maybe one day I'll watch it when I have time. But as you all know, I am a workaholic, and that means I have no time. Watching anime is so hard nowadays. How am I supposed to get through 30 minutes of like what, 24 episodes seasons? That's a lot. That's a lot of my time that I could be using working. Okay. Delicious in Dungeon is a very mainstream one nowadays, but like I said, I'll have you know, I was reading that before it was even localized. So I have been a Delicious in Dungeon fan since probably like 2000 and maybe 18? Something like that. Have you tried the Great Ace Attorney? I have it! I literally have it! It's literally here on my desk, still in shrink wrap, but I haven't tried it out yet. I don't think it's something that I can stream, because isn't it really, really text heavy? I heard from my friends who did stream it that it really takes a lot out of them to voice everything. So that might be like an offline type of game. 13 Sentinels. Hey, Vanillaware. Just recently released Unicorn Overlord. Support Vanillaware. So 13 Sentinels is from Vanillaware. I didn't think I would like this game because I hate sci-fi. Oh, that's a fun fact. There's another thing I don't long for. I don't like sci-fi. And I thought I wouldn't like this game, but I loved it. Actually, even though it's sci-fi, the writing was really fun and really good. I wish that if I could wipe my brain of experiencing one game just so I could experience it again, it would be for this game. I really, really like it. I do want to play it on stream sometime. Land of the Lustrous is kind of... Land of the Lustrous just finished in Japan, I believe. But it's a very... This is a very... It started out kind of lighthearted, then it got more and more somber as time went by, which I guess happens with a lot of long series. I watched someone play 13 Sentinels and it was brain expanding. Right! Wasn't it awesome? I loved it. I really wish I could experience it blind again. I'm just hoping that if I let enough time pass between my first playthrough and when I play it again, then I'll have forgotten enough that it'll still be really fun. I only remember that I love it. I won't remember why I love it, right? That'll work. That's my strategy. Final Fantasy 14 is on here. Wait, Final Fantasy 14, when I started playing it, was in 2.0, Heavensward. But right now, Final Fantasy is in what? 6.0 is getting ready to release. So the popularity of the game has like exploded since I started playing it. I don't know if we have any other players in here, but if you play it, we'll definitely be trying to play it and catch up on stream. So if you want to play together, that's the time to do it. What is Black Lagoon? Is that an anime or is that a game? In Final Fantasy 14, how long has he? I have played many a class. You wouldn't believe this, but I actually used to be a healer main, and then I switched to a DPS main because I got tired of having responsibilities. Fuji out here. I've never played in my life. I'm definitely not in the middle of Stormblood right now. Oh, have fun! When you get to 4 Lords, which is the optional boss fights at the end of Stormblood. Tell me how it goes, because that's my favorite set of fights. Freaking love them. You're all the way at the beginning? Uh-oh, you have a lot of content to get through. Just remember, the more you put it off, the longer it'll take for you to catch up. That's how I feel with like a lot of ongoing games. So I don't like letting the story pile up, like for instance in like Star Rail or like Genshin. The more you put it off, the more you'll have to do. So you might as well do it while it's still manageable and then stay on top of it, or else it's gonna become a problem. It's an anime. Oh no, I've never heard of it. Is it what is it about? What is it about? Let's see. Oshinoko is on here too. That one I feel like is pretty recent, but again, that's something I was reading before the anime was announced. I haven't caught up, and I understand that there have been some developments that have some fans concerned, so I guess we'll see. Literally, the last time I read the manga was... what's the arc after the stage play arc? That one. I'm not super far. Noragami is the classic. That one always never fails to also like make me laugh, but also make me cry. I love the cast in Noragami. If you listen to my playlist, you will notice that there are some Noragami songs in there. Why I never went back to Genshin? Gosh, I understand. Yeah, it feels like there's so much to do in Genshin, and it's very, very tedious and very slow to catch up in Genshin. So, Rune Factory is a classic also, but it might be more niche. It's kind of like Harvest Moon, but if you incorporated dungeon crawling into it. I played Rune Factory 1 excessively. I think I have over like 150 hours in that game. 2, I was never able to get a hold of. No. I have 2. I have 2, but I don't have 3. 3 is the one that I can't find anymore. 4, I have 2 copies of. I have the copy for the 3DS, and I have the copy for the Switch. Or Rune Factory 4 is my favorite Rune Factory game. I think that's the case for a lot of us who like Rune Factory. Honestly, one of these days, I'm just going to buy Rune Factory 4 on Steam again and just play it again. I love it that much. I was into it for like a good year, I think. So you know how everybody had like a pandemic game? And for a lot of people, that was, you know, the new Animal Crossing. So that was also me. But for me, it was Animal Crossing and Rune Factory 4. That was my pandemic game. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale is the last one that's on here. This one is definitely more niche. If you like action-oriented anime, this one is probably not very exciting to you because it's very... not slice of life, but it's very shoujo. Like, it's about a girl who has struggles, both like emotionally and like in society, because, you know, she's a girl and they don't trust her to do good work and stuff like that. So it's mostly about her struggle, but I really like the characters in this one. Alright, we can continue to watch me yap after I've told you guys all about my anime and game tastes. I haven't watched the second season of Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. I did, and honestly, I'm probably gonna watch it again. I liked it a lot. I'm an anime only for that one. I did not read the light novel or the manga first because I knew when I found out about it, I knew the anime was already going to be coming out, so I decided just to watch that. RF4 needed the ability to be a girl who loves girls. Real! They added it into 5, but 5 didn't really feel like it had the same amount of love and effort put into it. 4 felt very robust, but 5 felt a little more shallow. On top of the world feeling really empty, I feel like the art direction wasn't really something that felt right, which is really interesting because one of the reasons I'm a little critical of Rune Factory 5 is because of like the super bright colors, but like Rune Factory 4 also has super bright colors, but for some reason it worked really well in 4. But in 5, it just looked oversaturated. I don't know. Maybe I'm being an elitist. Okay, she's talking about her anime. Wahoo, wahoo. Okay, let's go to this one. Hold on, I'm reading chat real quick to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. You guys are just commenting here on like my anime and my game taste. All good, all good, all good. Okay. Did you guys like this one? I had to search high and low for this graphic to be able to edit it. So obviously this is all edited. This is just Photoshop. This is a screen cap of an old YouTube video. I don't know if you can see this URL very well, but if you type it into YouTube, it still works and it will take you to the original video that this screen cap was. So all of this part here is just me editing in Photoshop to make it look like it's real, but it's not. If you go to, so the very interesting thing is I saved this screen cap and I didn't remember what the original video was. Did you like this one? It brought you back to the past. Yeah, I like... This is my YouTube. You know, this is the YouTube of my day. Watching anime in 3 parts on this YouTube. Yep, that's mine. I like it. It kind of gives me comfort. It reminds me of when days were simpler. You know? So if you go to this URL, if you painstakingly type it out into YouTube, I'm just going to tell you what it goes to. It'll take you to a BBC video about penguins flying. And when I typed it in and I watched it, I was like, what? There's a species of penguin that can fly? And when I showed it to my friends, they were like, Fiona, what day was this video posted? And then I looked at it and it was posted on April 1st. So, unfortunately, there are no species of penguins that can fly. I was so sad about it because I was like, whoa, that's amazing. That's like life-changing. Being told penguins can't fly your entire growing up and then finding out that they can't, and it was all a lie. I got by an April Fool's joke that was like, I don't remember, oh, here, 2008. That was like, is that what, 14? 14 years? 14 years. Yeah, 14 years old at this point. Good job, BBC. You got me. You got me. So this scene's pretty straightforward. It's just me here. This is a blank space. And then the QR codes are overlaid on top. All of this is Photoshop. 16, I never said I was good at math. I actually believe in my debut stream, I very specifically said I'm not good at math. So that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna just keep reading. People calling me hag because this is the old YouTube. Don't you guys like it though? Doesn't it kind of make you feel comforted? Because it's back when times were simpler. This is so goated. Aw, thank you. Talking about my old iPad. Have you seen the rave crab? Is that the crab that like is shaking to the song that goes do 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 or something like that? Is that the rave crab? iPod Classic. Yeah. Where are my iPod Classic havers at? I had a little Choco Cat skin on mine. And it's still on there to this day. It's probably super dirty. I remember once I went into a GameStop because they would buy old electronics and stuff. I don't think they do that anymore. And I was like, I have this old iPad. I have this old iPod. Would you guys be interested in buying it? And like, I was young. I was probably like 16 or something because I didn't have use for it anymore. And they were like, oh, honestly, you should probably just keep this. They didn't want it. Or even so, I think he said, even if he did buy it, he would give me like $5 for it. So he just suggested that I keep it. Hello, Sammy, welcome. Hi. Oh, here's my conference scene. This one was a lot of fun to set up. So this is basically utilizing a scene program, and it's got the microphones here in the foreground. I had to edit the background out of them. They were actually not a PNG. So that's Photoshop work again. Me in the middle. I'm sure. So I asked my management, I was like, hey, can I have the company logo? And they didn't even ask me why. I just said, I need it for a part of my debut. And they didn't even ask me what I ended up doing, what I was gonna do with it. They were just like, okay, here you go. But I think it turned out really good. So yeah, making the microphones a PNG in Photoshop, and then making this background in Photoshop too. This section here is just a screen. And then this part here is a counter or a timer in a internet browser, and an internet browser that's kind of like overlaid. So I think that, oh, you know what? There were also the camera flashes. Yeah. There's camera flashes in the scene, and then there is also ambience. So you can hear the camera clicks going off, which is a stock audio I had to find, and then you can also hear like the ambience of an audience talking, which is another stock audio I had to find. So this particular scene has got like a lot of moving parts. Look at her go. She's yapping. Alright, so this is the part where I feel like I need to pay attention to the chat. So we're going to answer all of the questions that I got and I didn't get to answer because I didn't realize I was going to get so many questions. I'm sorry. I didn't think I was going to get very many questions. So I actually prepared like a list of backup questions that I would answer on my own if nobody asked me anything. But I ended up not using it because you guys asked me so many questions. I felt bad that I couldn't answer them all and I even went over the time limit. Oy. Okay. Let's make sure that I've answered all of these. Quite a lot of will you marry Shikimi Yoshino? The answer is yes, if Shikimi Yoshino will have me. Favorite animal I answered. I really like cats. I think they're really cute. I think everything about them is really cute. Their little paws, their little claws, their little nose, their little mouths, their little teeth, their sharp little tongues, and their pointy little ears, and their floppy little tails. I just think everything about them is very attractive and cute. Can I use your logo? Sure. Can I have a raise? Don't push it, Pinky. Which is funny because I've asked for a raise before. I was like, can I have a bonus? I did extra work. But nobody replied to me. Nobody cared me. No matter how much extra work I do. Favorite monster from Monster Hunter. Oh, I missed this one. Favorite monster from Monster Hunter. I really like Paolumu from Monster Hunter World because it's Fluffy Bat. But I also really like... Oh my gosh, why can't I remember his name? What's the bubble monster? What's the bubble monster in Monster Hunter? Literally, the one that gives like all the cute pink armor. I can't even freaking remember right now. All I can think about is Paolumu and Fluffy. I really like fluffy animals. Gosh, what are you called? I can't remember. Well, I'm sure if you've played Monster Hunter, you know what I like. The bubble one. The slippery one. You love Beetlejuice? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, Mizusune! Thank you! Mizusune! We have a winner! I love Mizusune. So my favorite Monster Hunter monsters are Mizusune and Paolumu because both of them are very... Well, Mizusune is beautiful and Paolumu is cute. But I would like to have both of them as like a mount. You know how in Monster Hunter stories, instead of hunting the monsters, you can befriend them and then you can ride them? That's what I want. So Mizusune is my ground mount and Paolumu is my air mount. That's why. That's what I want. My least favorite monster, even though nobody asked this, is freaking Kezu. I don't ever want to see a Kezu again in my life. I feel like in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the PSP, aging myself, I had to fight that freaking monster so many times for something. Is it blubber? What is it called? I don't know. For some material. So I'm tired. I don't ever want to see another Kezu ever again. Not the literal cat people. Those are cat people. They're not monsters. They're little citizens. We can't place them in the same category. They're different. Okay, I answered... Oh, shoot. Where did I go? I answered, do you play Nike? I answered my pantsu color. My favorite character of all time, I think I answered Fionna from Fionna of the Dawn. Forbidden chicken! Raw chicken! I don't know, I just feel like because when Kezu's neck expands and stuff, it really reminds me of like a... What are they called? A lamprey? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like how those animals make me feel when I look at them. They make me feel icky. I try to respect all animals, and I'm sure the lamprey are very important to our ecosystem, but they can go do their thing over there where I can't see them, please. I played Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. It puts FU in its title. Yeah, do you remember having to like hold your PSP like with a weird little claw? Because of the way that the PSP was set up. It was so strange. Oh, I answered this one. Have you ever wet your pants while drunk? No, because I've only been drunk maybe twice in my entire life. If I get drunk, I am not active. If I get drunk, I take a nap. So I'm not a very fun drinker. You guys will find this out if we ever do like I probably won't ever do a drinking stream because I don't drink. I just sleep. The claw grip is OP but painful. Yeah, it really was. Still, I played that game for like hours on end. It was so fun. What FE pro tag are you? I answered that one. I'm Crom because I'm probably not very smart. Pineapple on pizza. Favorite romance manga. I also answered those ones. I don't know who Chief Keef is. Favorite burger topping is avocado. If you put avocado on a burger, I will eat it. I freaking love avocado on a burger. Favorite Genshin Impact character is Furina because she makes me cry. 3 sizes, I don't know. If somebody wants to attempt a guess, I'll leave it to you. Can your elbows touch each other? Oh, I think I already answered that one too. The answer is no. Am I powerful? Yes. Look at her go! Be yapping! Will you marry the dog? Indeed, I will. If the dog would like to marry me. Favorite Hoyo game is probably Star Rail because of how AFK friendly it is. It doesn't take me so long to do my dailies. I can walk away and make dinner or eat or do something else. And I'll still complete them. Number 1 game in anime. Number 1 game is Fire Emblem Awakening. Number 1 anime is still probably Fionna of the Dawn. Let's see. Will you do the Fire Emblem 11 Gaiden Run Challenge? What is that? What does that mean? What are these words that you are speaking to me? Hold on. I'll open Google in another window, and I'm gonna Google what that means. Fire Emblem 11. Fire Emblem 11 Gaiden Run Challenge? Is that what it's called? Challenge. What is that? What is that? Oh no! Google doesn't explain it. FE11 Gaiden Run Challenge? Is that a letting people die when they die thing? I don't know if I could do that. I get too attached to people that I couldn't... If they die... I can't. I feel too sad. Rita out here being like, Commando, no! I specified that my pantsuit color is the color nude. Not that I am nude. Y'all are silly. You guys are silly! Will you fight Omiya Emma? Yeah, but I would let her win. Do I want her to press a dagger to my throat and tell me I am garbage? Yes. Don't tell her I said that. Don't tell her I said that. Who does the methodical pace benefit? I have no idea what that means. You guys keep using words on me. What is this? Oh, it's a challenge that only makes you move things slowly, like moves parts of your body slowly. So does it mean that like when you do squats, you do them slowly? I don't know. Who does that benefit? I didn't think you guys were gonna ask me a question about stuff. No, don't! No! No! It's fine. It's fine. I'll have to fight her. Now I'll have to actually fight her. I'll be like, if I win, you have to forget what you heard in that clip, okay? Thoughts on the hag allegations? I can neither confirm nor deny the hag allegations. I will fight Omiya Emma. but I will let her win. Just cause. You know? I'll struggle a little bit because that's fun. But... let's see. If you were teleported to an alternate world, which one would you live in and how would you survive? So is this like an alternate world of my choosing? If I could choose? Okay, so the answer to this question depends on my circumstances. If I'm teleported to an alternate world, am I granted powers like a regular isekai protagonist? Because you know when isekai protagonists are brought to other worlds? Sometimes the game master or whatever is like, hey, do you want something I can give you to make it easier? Or sometimes they don't get anything. Can I teleport to an alternate world that has good public transit and affordable housing? Let me know if you know one of those. Your favorite Ace Attorney character? Edgeworth. I like old men. As a hag, there's only a select few available to me. How much do you like chobits? A lot! A lot! I love chi. And I love sumomo. Favorite food? I really like pasta with shrimp. Fiona could 1v1 Goku. You think? What do your armpits smell like? Okay. I said I was gonna answer everything. So, I'm gonna answer it. Okay? So there is somebody, a very brave soul here. I'm not gonna show you what their name is. Ask me, what do my armpits smell like? So, I'm gonna tell you the brand of deodorant that I use. Does that suffice? Whoever asked that, not naming any names. I use Old Spice, actually, because I like how it smells. It smells manly. It smells manly, so I like it. But I use Old Spice deodorant, and I specifically like the Bear Glove scent, but I'm not really picky. I kind of like all of them. What? You guys, what, do you not like Old Spice? I like it. It smells good. It doesn't, like, women's deodorant always smells like flowers or whatever, you know? I'm tired of smelling like vanilla and lavender and whatever the heck. I want to smell cool and manly, so I use Old Spice deodorant. I think I have for like years now. Okay, I answered that person's question. Oh, favorite awakening pairing / character. Oh, that's a good question. My favorite awakening pairing is this is so hard. Oh, this is a really hard one. Okay, my favorite awakening character is Frederick, because I just told you guys I like men who are middle-aged coded or old coded, and that's, you know, that's great. Frederick is probably one of the few in Fire Emblem Awakening that is old coded. So, but as far as pairing, I don't know. I feel like Crom and Robin still take the cake. Just because their interactions are priceless. I don't really like the walking in on the bath scene. I'm kind of sad about that one particularly because it feels very shallow level. It feels very anime tropey, and I enjoy a good anime trope just as much as the next person. But sometimes I want something a little bit more with substantial. And I felt like that one particularly was kind of underwhelming. But there are a lot of pairings I like in Fire Emblem Awakening. I really like Crom and Olivia a lot, but putting them together is really freaking funny because Olivia, like, Crom gets married very, very soon. The game dictates that he gets married very, very, very soon after Olivia joins the party. So if you want him to marry her, she has to give him a lap dance, literally like a shit ton of turns in a row. in order for them to gain enough affection for him to marry her. So I always thought that mechanic was really, really funny. You just like have your enemy, whoever is left, facing like a single unit around the map, while Olivia constantly dances around Crom for like 15 turns. It's really funny. Just like the concept is really funny. Who else did I like? I feel like I liked a lot of pairings with Olivia. So Olivia is definitely a top tier character for me. I liked her with Crom. I liked her with Gaius. I liked her with Henry. Those are, I feel like, maybe the top 3 for her. There are a lot of pairings I like in Fire Emblem. If we ever get that remaster or remake that I'm praying for, that I pray for every single Nintendo Direct, you'll find out. We'll play it on stream and you'll find out. Okay. This is my goals part, right? Can I turn on... Is there automatically generated... Oh, okay. There's automatically generated captions. Hello! I like that you specifically said a lap dance. That's what... In my heyday of being into fandom, I saw a fan art of that once, basically, where Olivia is like, yeah, basically giving Crom a lap dance. And he's like, wow! He doesn't know how to react. It's very, very, very funny. Okay, so this is my 𝑑𝑎𝑡𝑎 goal. So this one is pretty simple to explain. I'm sure you can... look how fast she's driving. So this one is basically, I took a car that was bright green. I loaded it into Photoshop and I did a color range selection. So I basically selected everything in this image that is this certain color. I deleted it and then I pasted my face on it. And then I did the same thing with the bus. And I really wanted to do the train because I told you guys in my debut stream that I really like trains too. But I didn't really have time. Sorry. There's the bus. Also, I'm not exactly sure where I would have put the train. Thinking about it now, this was like the only space available. And it wouldn't have been impactful enough if I added a train right here. A Fire Emblem stream would be so hype. Thank you. I really, really, really am holding out for a Fire Emblem Awakening remaster or remake. Please, please. I don't even care if it's just a remaster and you update some of the graphics. My big forehead! Oh, I didn't realize. Help, my eyes are still closed. I'm sorry. I realized this while I was talking. I did not tell you guys to open your eyes. So those of you who kept your eyes closed, good on you for following directions. Maybe in the foreground? Oh yeah, you're right. Like just like passing by the forefront of the screen. That's a good idea. I didn't think of that. Oh, this person here who said, what about a billboard? They can see into the future. What would you do if they gave the Awakening characters feet? I would load them into my little computer and then tier list them. I shouldn't have said that, but I honestly don't really think before I speak. This one was a lot of fun. This is another scene similar to the conference scene where I basically just used a fun little effect and overlaid it on top, and then I found some looping, not really looping, you can kind of tell where it chops. I found some footage with a green screen. That's a good stream idea. I'm glad you think so. I would do it, but honestly, they're character illustrations by Kozaki. I love Fire Emblem so much that my art book is signed by Kozaki, by the way. Kozaki's illustrations gave them feet, so technically I could do a Fire Emblem Awakening feet tier stream if I really wanted to. Fionna on the Goodyear blimp. You guys are so smart. You're thinking even bigger than I am. I only got as far as the train, but you guys were like, what about an airplane? What about a blimp? You're right. You're right. Oh, okay, so this part. I'm gonna show you this part the way that it's supposed to be. I'm gonna load it up like right now. Hold on. I'm gonna add it and you guys can watch it behind me. Let's see. Gotcha game. Rhythm game. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this bit because apparently this bit was muted and it wasn't supposed to be. Oops, hold on. Okay, let's turn off the background music and we'll watch this bit the way that it was supposed to be watched. Because I worked really hard on this editing, especially. Rhythm game. Okay, it might play right away. Hold on, let me see. Stop. Stop you. Okay, I'm gonna put it behind me. I'm gonna put it behind me. And then, how do I resize it? Huh? Won't let me resize it, even if it's... Okay, well, here we go. Oh, this part's pretty fun. Oh, sliding is fun. Okay, I think we should be fine. As long as nothing throws me off my groove.
Follow the flow and steal the show.
Okay, so that's how that section was supposed to go. There was supposed to be sounds and everything. And I literally took a whole day doing this. So the way that this scene specifically was set up, I took a screenshot of one of the song backgrounds in original. If this is Project Sekai. If you're not familiar, it's like a rhythm game that's got Vocaloid songs and covers of Vocaloid songs in it. So if you're really into Vocaloid, it's a fun game. It's a good rhythm game. So I had to take a screenshot of the background. I had to edit in the album art of my own cover. And then I had to record this gameplay, essentially. So how is it that I was able to get the gameplay over the background? Basically, I chose like a really dark background, and then I cranked up the contrast so that the notes were really bright, and the background was really dark, and then I green screened out the background. Ta-da! The magic of video editing! And then I recorded myself like I was playing it. And that's how I did that one. But it took me a little bit to figure it out because I had to find a song that had an album art that was dark enough that I could replace it. Because if it was an album art that was too bright, I wouldn't be able to green screen it out properly. But I was able to find one that matched the background pretty well. It was kind of like this dark navy and this dark purple, so I could take it out. And then I also had to find a sweet spot for the rhythm notes. If you listen really, really, really carefully, the rhythm of the notes themselves isn't exactly super accurate to the song that's playing, which is my cover. I couldn't really get something that was obviously exactly because this is a note map. Is it a note map? I don't remember what it's called. This map is for a different song, obviously. But I just played it and I tried to sync it as best as I could with my cover to make it look as legit as possible. Fionna really cooked! Thank you! Fionna is a genius! Thank you! That's why I'm wearing my smart person glasses today. I'm not gonna look at chat for this one because you guys are just telling me that it's muted. This is what I mean when I say YouTube like has some insane latency, because I didn't even realize that it was muted until well after it had played. Oh no! This one was a lot of fun too. So this is Photoshop here. Thankfully, Genshin is such a prolific franchise that people do have free templates for the banners that you can just insert your own characters in. So that's what I did here. The font and everything was already there, so I just replaced all of the writing, wrote my own stuff up. But the actual poll animation itself... So this part here is one video. And then this part after here, where Diluc shows up, is another video. Oh, there's an option for low latency, but you can't do it midstream. Oh, I forgot to set that. Oops. You're totally right. I completely forgot that there is a low latency option. Okay, I'll make sure that it's on next time. This is... Even today's stream wasn't 100% perfect. Oh well. So basically what happened was, I wanted it to be Diluc when it showed up, but I couldn't find any footage of Diluc being pulled that didn't have like some streamer's face in the corner. This one in particular had streamers talking over it, but didn't have them anywhere in the visual. So I had to find a 5-star pull that had no talking in it. So basically, I had to pull the sound from a different video, overlay it on this one, and then mash it all together. But it turned out pretty okay, I think. It turned out pretty okay. I had a lot of fun editing those stuff. I think I have a lot of fun with editing in general, especially when it turns out nice and smooth like that. Another Diluc, yep. Sadly. This part was fun. I got to ask Ryu to record some voice lines for me. All of this is completely done in Canva. If I did make a visual novel, I think everything would be much more polished and prettier than this. But for a 15 or so second segment, I really didn't want to spend too much time on it. It was worth it for the joke. Thank you. I'm glad you still thought it was funny. Okay. We've gotten through all my little video editing. Yeah, I had a lot of fun video editing, basically. So you can tell from my debut that I really like editing videos and using Photoshop, essentially. I guess kind of my two special skills that I'm actually pretty okay at. I can't really use anything super fancy like, what is it, Adobe Premiere Pro, but I try. I do my best with what I got. I kind of went over these in detail already. I don't think I have to go over them any further, right? This is all pretty straightforward. I guess I can explain my punching bag idea. So you know how in Genshin Impact, you can... It's a certain buttons to attack, certain buttons to do your special, and certain buttons to do your ultimate, right? It's like... What is it? Q, U, and E, QW? No, Q, E, and something else. But what I wanted to do was to take a punching bag and wrap a Dance Dance Revolution mat around it, and then map the Dance Dance Revolution buttons to the Genshin fight buttons. That way, whenever I fight in Genshin, I would do it by using my punching bag and not pressing buttons. This is the best way that I can think of doing it because the Dance Dance Revolution pads are made to take impacts. There aren't really very many other types of like key input things that are made to take physical damage. And I don't really want to end up breaking something that's going to be super expensive, but Dance Dance Revolution pads you can get for pretty cheap nowadays. So that was my idea. I want to be able to do that eventually, but punching bags are not cheap. They're probably like, probably close to like $250. So that's something I want to do one day when I have more space. Did I explain why I want boxer shorts? No, yeah, I did. I said I just want to wear them. I like to smell manly and wear boxer shorts. It makes me cool, right? I'm so cool and relatable. Oh! I also have news about the small corporal Minecraft server that me and my friend Rina are working on. So I bought the server today and I set it up and I installed a seed, which is much more than I've ever done with Minecraft in the past. So I feel very educated. I know how to set up a Minecraft server a little bit. So hopefully that one will come to fruition soon. Yeah. We made a nice little... We have our spawn is by a river with like a village. And there's like cherry blossom trees nearby. So I hope that other people will be interested in coming to play on our Corpo server. We'll see. It's just going to be like invite only for the time being. But I gotta build it and make it nice. So that people want to join. Girls in boxer shorts is pretty hot. Wow, thank you. I like boxer shorts because they're nice. They're way lighter than any other shorts I've ever worn. They're so lightweight. Even other like jersey type shorts, gym type shorts, any kind of biking shorts, nothing is as light and comfy as boxer shorts. So I would love to have boxer shorts one day with my face on them. Why? Because I think it would be funny. Like, you go to the store and you see all kinds of cartoon characters on boxer shorts, right? Like SpongeBob, definitely on boxer shorts somewhere. So why not me? Why not? A lot of my life is just, why not? Alright, let's keep watching her yap. I forgot I did that. That was all... You know how in the, on the 𝑑𝑎𝑡𝑎 segment, how there was blinking text, and how just now there was blinking text? That was manual. That was me manually toggling the text layer on and off. Should have made it a goal? What do you mean? It is a goal. This is a goal. Do you mean I should have, like, edited it? I didn't have time to edit more videos. I really did want to edit, like, my face on a pair of boxers, but I ran out of time. It's okay. I think it's a pretty simple goal that most people can probably envision. Okay, she's yapping. She's yapping. She's yapping. I explained most of these pretty well, I think. I had to hustle a little bit. So this was the point where I looked at the time thinking, okay, I should probably be at least halfway. I should be about halfway through my program, right? No, I was 45 minutes in and I still had more to do. Wow, look, punching bag sounds great. I have one. It's really nice. Yeah, punching bag havers. I gotta draw this. Is it so wrong to want my face on a very comfortable piece of clothing? That is always a good punching bag. No, I could never. I want like a real one. I feel like I would punch it, but I might also kick it. Minecraft. Grinder. Minecraft. Muscle. Yeah, I want muscle. I have muscle milk in my fridge. Is that gonna give me muscle? No, not unless I do something about it. Oh, wait. Did I skip the boxer shorts? Maybe I did. Oh, shit. Maybe I did. Because somebody is saying that I just skipped them. I'm sorry. I explained it just now. I like boxer shorts a lot. I also explained all of these to you. I'm very happy that everybody is named edgelords. I think it's real funny and it's very suitable for how you look. You do look like a little edgelord. I'm working on a project where you can take these little dudes and customize them a little bit to have your own unique one. Kind of like a Picrew. If you've played Picrew before, it's like a picture generator where you can choose different settings and it'll make it a little bit more customized for you. Because I feel like having everybody have their own special design is fun. Oh, there's Rena! I'm glad everybody likes my tags. I feel like my name is very... not suitable? It's easy to make tags with my name. It looks like a devil Chow from Sonic Adventure 2. I love Chow. They're so cute. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I should give you guys wings. That would be cute. I should give you wings, too. Okay, we went through all of my... Oh, this is where I was muted! This was the other portion where I was muted. Okay. It actually wasn't that bad. I literally just said you didn't hear that. And then, yeah, you didn't. The voice of longing lost her voice! Oh no! This part was fun. Oh, I forgot to explain how I did this part. So this part is basically all Photoshop. I took some free assets off of the internet and just kind of overlay them on top of each other. Put on some bevel and emboss on the text and stuff so it looked like it belonged on the nameplate. I grabbed all of the icons from all of the artists on Twitter and just put them into the picture frames. And then I opened up this image in an image viewer where I could scroll back and forth between it. Originally, I had it as like a source here in my streaming software, but when I moved it left and right, it wiggled. And I didn't like the way that it looked, so I had to open it in a separate software. So I could scroll smoothly left and right. Just the little things, you know? I'm really particular about stuff. You'll probably find that out eventually soon. Alright, we're nearing the end! I didn't yap for as long as I thought I was gonna. Yeah, if you ever need illustrations, animation, pixel art, most of these people do take commissions, so if you're interested, please check them out. They're very cool. I hope to continue getting to work with them. The chalice took up all my time in that game. I didn't actually play very much of that game. I probably tried it and then didn't touch it again. I had like a very limited amount of video games to choose from when I was younger. I basically played Sonic Heroes over and over and over again for a while. Sonic Heroes... What was the other one? Oh, Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. I had to keep starting over because we didn't own a memory card. So I would play it, I would get a couple of days in, and then I would have to go to sleep. And then, you know, my progress is lost because we didn't use the memory card. I draw pictures! So, fun fact. I actually drew these 2 pictures same day as debut. I didn't think I was going to have time to draw them, but I ended up finishing all of my preparations early! So, I cleaned my house a little bit, and then I was like, wait, why don't I try drawing those 2 pictures for Shiki and Emma that I wanted to do? So I really quickly whipped these 2 up, probably in like 2 hours? Yeah. Yeah, 2 hours or so. So 1 hour each isn't super, super bad. I just wish I could have made them a little bit more detailed and polished, but I was on a time limit and I was feeling really tired. Drawing makes me really tired. I don't know if we're ever going to have a drawing stream. Maybe if you like, maybe like as a punishment stream, you can make me draw, but not something I particularly enjoy doing. Even though people are like, oh, but you're so good at it. Oh, but it's so hard. Drawing is so difficult. Me and art don't get along. So that was a lie. We don't. So you know how I've said before that even though I like video games, it doesn't mean I'm good at them. Even if I'm good at art, it doesn't mean I like it. Thank you, though. Maybe one day me and art will have a good relationship, but it's very hard for me to get over how I feel about it. Rita is like, she's lying. She's lying. I'm not. I don't like art. It's so difficult. Yeah, it is so hard. I just like... It's really frustrating that you have to do this part over and 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 over again. And sometimes it still even doesn't turn out like the way that you want it. Like for me, personally, these turned out pretty cute, but also like I wish I drew the face better here, and I wish I drew the faces better here. I wish I was better. And it frustrates me that I'm not. And then I have to keep trying and trying and trying and trying. And sometimes even if I do it over and over and over again, it doesn't get any better. So ooh, drawing is so hard. Shout out to every artist ever. I really don't know how you guys do it. But I'm glad you guys thought my little doodles were cute. Because that's all I would classify this as. Doodle level. Okay, so this is where I basically like had to hurry it up. I already went through the production of my cover with you. So I'll start talking about the other stuff here that I talked about, like this ASMR thing. Did I mention it yesterday? I recorded this ASMR bit on Friday. I edited the audio on Saturday, and then I recorded the video on Saturday and uploaded it like, what? Maybe 4 hours before my debut? 4? 2? No, maybe 6. Maybe, because I finished all of my prep 4 hours before my debut. So I finished uploading this probably like 6 hours before my debut, because I had 2. There was this one and the other one that's like an audiobook reading. Did any of you listen to it? Did you like my lore? I basically had to write some narrative for my lore because we didn't get lore videos. We might get them later on, but for the time being, it was decided that we don't really need them. So instead of having a lore video, I basically kind of wrote my lore out. I wrote out what I would want the lore video to convey. So I hopefully that will suffice. And then I recorded it also on Friday. I edited the video and the audio on Saturday, and then I uploaded it. And it's structured very much like an audiobook. Look at that. You do sound calming. Oh, thank you. It was pretty good. Thank you. Yay. I'm so happy because I kind of did it on a whim. Reina's like 7 days in a row? WTF? Sorry. I like streaming. I still need to watch these. Ooh, let me know what you think. I hope you like them. I've been told before that I have a pretty good reading voice. Like a reading out loud voice. Which makes sense to me because I used to read out loud for kids at one of my old jobs. I really enjoy it, especially because I'm someone who also enjoys books and stuff. So hopefully one day, one of my dreams is to be able to read for audiobooks. And that recording was me trying to put myself out there. Because I know that they're making audiobooks of light novels now. I've seen that. So if I can narrate an audiobook for a light novel that I like, I think that would be really cool. Your ASMR was amazing, Vibe! Really? That was the first time I ever recorded any kind of ASMR, so I was kind of nervous that it was gonna be shoddy. But I also made a disclaimer like, hey, this was the first time I've ever recorded any ASMR. Please be nice to me. I also wrote that script probably the Thursday before I recorded it. Hello, welcome! When I was hired by my company, they told me that I should lean into a lot of voice work because they think I have a great voice for it. So, while I'm here, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I want to do voice work for anime and voice work for games. And I want to record ASMR because I think it's really fun. And then I also really want to record audiobooks. I feel like if I had to prioritize those on a list, I would definitely put games first, and then audiobooks, and then anime. Yeah. So if any of you know any like job opportunities, casting calls, please feel free to let me know. One of my things I've requested from my management is to keep an eye out for like, you know, casting calls for stuff like that. So I'm really hoping, hopefully, maybe you will hear me in something maybe by the end of this year. I feel like since the year is halfway over, that's putting a lot of pressure on myself. But, you know the kind of person I am at this point, right? I am big. You should skip a day? Aw, I'll be okay. There was one week. In the past, I have streamed 12 days in a row. 13 days in a row? Yeah, 13 days in a row. There was a time in the past where I streamed 13 days in a row. And it was okay. There were some days I only did like 2 hours. So that wasn't a big deal for me. Oh, there was one day I did an endurance stream and it was 18 hours straight. That was crazy. I'm not doing that again though. I can handle a lot. This is part of why my friends are always telling me, Fiona, you're an insane person. You're an insane person. Yeah, I know, but I'm having fun. Isn't that what matters? Fiona's here! Girl, take one break! It's fine. This stream on Wednesday is literally only gonna be 2 hours. That's so short. Hiyumi got you, huh? Hiyumi did get me. Hiyumi now is going to indoctrinate me into AFK Journey tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, this is... So after this week, we're gonna go back... We're gonna go back to not a full week. So I'm not gonna really... I'm gonna push myself this week, but this isn't gonna be how it is every week. We'll probably do 4 days of streaming. Most other weeks, maybe 3, if I would rather focus on recorded content, like more ASMR and stuff. It was beautiful. It was so in-depth. Oh, thank you! I felt very worried that it was gonna come off as really pretentious. So I mentioned in my debut slides that I like fantasy books, and I've read a lot of fantasy books, and I've listened to a lot of fantasy audiobooks. So you can probably tell in the way that I read and the way that I write. So if you compare, like, the problem with that is I read a lot of YA. I read a lot of young adult or like teen fantasy books, and I hope that it doesn't come off too weird when I'm writing if it sounds too similar to that kind of prose. I was asleep for 40 minutes while watching? Oh, are you okay? Do you need to sleep more? That's okay if you need to sleep more. You should go rest if you're super tired. Wow. Alright, we got through everything. That is everything. This is illustrated by my model artist as well. So that's why it also looks super good. Have you read The Name of the Wind? I don't think so, but that title sounds very, very familiar. I'm gonna switch back to just chatting because I think we have gone over everything in my debut. I've shown you all of my secrets. Yay! We did it! Oh, I gotta scoot on over here. Oopsie. Why am I all the way over here? I gotta scoot over. Okay. I did it! So, do you feel like now you have gotten a good idea of the kind of person I am? Have I taught you well? Have I showed you all of the secrets to how to make a good debut? Could you make a good VTuber debut now, huh? You could! Are you going to be a big gorilla streamer? Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know. So I've mentioned before that I really do want to focus a lot on voice work, and that involves a lot of actually offline work. So doing recordings, going to voice classes, practicing, just stuff like that I generally don't really do on stream. So even if I have time to do a gorilla stream, maybe it would be better for my priorities and for my goals to spend that extra time instead of doing a gorilla stream, like practicing. Because I do want to start taking a little bit of voice acting classes before I make a reel. Because I consulted one of my friends who is already in the voice acting industry, and they said before you make a reel, some places will require that you take a couple of classes first. So that's where I'm gonna start. Audiobooks would be so beautiful. Yen Press Audio is getting super big. Yeah. That's the company that I saw was producing audiobooks for light novels. So if they ever open like a casting call, or if they ever are looking for people to voice those audiobooks, I would love to. It would be so hype if I could just voice audiobooks for light novels that I love. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'll have to ask my management to see if there's anything they can do to facilitate that happening. But I also know that voice work is a really competitive field. Oh, see, there it is. I take a drink of my water and my tracking is like, oh, tongue out? Okay. Mm-hmm. You can imagine me drinking water from a little bowl. As long as you're having fun, we're also having fun. Oh, thank you! I do have a lot of fun. I think acting is really fun. Something that has always, I guess, sat with me was the fact that I feel like I would really like to be on stage, but that's not something that was doable for me when I was younger because I lacked confidence. I lacked bravery. I've never been very... I wasn't an extroverted person until it was too late for me to pursue anything different. But I feel like I would like to be on stage one day. So if that's in a 3D concert, that's close enough for me. That would be the goal. That would be the goal. But doing voice work also sounds awesome. Because when I was younger, I used to watch the blooper reels of the dub companies whenever they would dub anime. And I always thought that, wow, this line of work sounds really fun. I just have to hope that they don't make me scream or anything, because I think that's really bad for your voice. If I had to choose between doing voice work and keeping my singing voice, I would definitely choose keeping my singing voice. So if they asked me to scream, I think I wouldn't be able to take it. That would be too sad. Alright. We mostly finished our agenda for today, and it only took me 2 hours. Easy. But I guess it helps that I watched my own debut at 2x speed. If you ever have to watch a video for class or for school or something, I highly recommend watching it at 2x speed, turn the volume off, and then turn on the captions. That way you can just read it. How about doing a fan dub? Ooh, I haven't heard that term in a long time. I'm not sure what I would be suitable for. A fan dub. What is something that isn't really voiced? Oh, you know what? Speaking of fan dubs, I did actually apply to a couple when I was younger. I do remember applying for a Fire Emblem Awakening one, because you know how Fire Emblem Awakening doesn't have full voice lines? For example, Fire Emblem 3 Houses does. But for Fire Emblem Awakening, it's just grunts. Yeah, stuff like that. So when I was younger, I did apply for a full fan dub of Fire Emblem Awakening. And if I remember correctly, I applied for... I don't know if this character fits me very well, but I applied for Severa, and I got very good feedback from that fandom casting, people, apparently. I had a very good, bratty voice at that age, which makes sense. Because I think when I was younger, I was definitely very... I was a lot of trouble. Sorry, Mom and Dad, but I was a lot of trouble. So maybe a Fire Emblem Awakening one would be fun, but I don't even know who my voice would fit. I don't know who my voice would fit. Even at this time, could I still do Severa? Maybe. It's possible. Cordelia? I feel like Sumiya would sound very, very sweet, and I don't sound that sweet, so probably not. Olivia would sound really quiet and timid and I think breathy, and I also don't think that's how I sound. So maybe Cordelia, maybe Severa, maybe... I don't think I sound refined enough for Maribel. Who else is... Who else is in there? Robin? Since Robin is an avatar, I guess Robin can kind of be whatever you want. I'll have to play the game again. But now I'm curious. But also this makes me think about if they had a remaster or a remake of Fire Emblem Awakening, I would want there to be full voicing. I think that would be awesome. I would want that. Especially since we have it now in 3 houses. They should add it to a new version of Fire Emblem. Well, I don't know. I didn't play Engage. Did anybody play Fire Emblem Engage? I didn't really like the character design, so I didn't pick it up. And I heard that it played differently, like it played more similarly to old Fire Emblem games, which is totally fine, but that's not the Fire Emblem I'm used to. So those two things coupled together, I didn't pick up Engage. So I don't know, is there still full voice acting in it? Because if that's the standard that they've set for themselves, it means that when we get that Fire Emblem Awakening remaster or remake, they have to give us full voicing, right? Right? Hopium, hopium. Hopium, hopium. Well, that's okay. Every single Nintendo Direct, that's the only thing I pray for two things. Whenever a Nintendo Direct happens, I pray for 1, a Fire Emblem Awakening remake or remaster, or 2, Dragalia Lost to be ported as a single-player game experience, because I'm still sad that Dragalia Lost is dead. There's voice acting? Oh, is it full voice acting like 3 houses? Yeah. So if that's the standard nowadays, it means that any new Fire Emblem game or any remade Fire Emblem game has to have full voice acting, right? Right? Yes, please. Praying. Yeah, I would really love to play Awakening again. And even if I played it again nowadays, I couldn't show you guys because I only have it on the 3DS, and the 3DS doesn't stream. There is no capture card for the 3DS unless I think you modify your 3DS, but I'm not very tech savvy and I value mine way too much to mess with anything. So we'll just have to wait until Fire Emblem Awakening comes back on the Switch 2. Because there's no way they're putting it on the current Switch. The current Switch is at the end of its lifespan. Dragalia! Yeah, I loved Dragalia. It had really fun character designs. I could see myself, my character design, as being in Dragalia, I think. I feel like I'm colorful enough. I have like the bright colored hair and the bright colored jacket. I liked Dragalia a lot. It was really colorful and it was really fun and really easy to get a hang of. The gameplay wasn't like super serious and crazy. And the story was pretty interesting. I think the main complaint I have about Dragalia Lost is that I didn't like the protagonist. Sorry. You'll probably see this once we start playing Granblue Fantasy Relink. Give me the cute girl protagonist, please. She's always designed cuter. That's just how it is. You would have to get a custom 3DS with a capture card installed. Oh, that sounds expensive. So either very difficult to do, I can't do it myself, or expensive. I see. VTuber designs can fit pretty well in gacha games. I think so too. Some of us are really over-designed that we belong in Genshin, but we definitely aren't like dressed like normal people, definitely. Yeah, I could see myself in Dragalia Lost. I feel like I'm a little too detail light. I don't have enough details to be like a Genshin character, but it's possible I have enough details to I don't know, considering some of the recent Star Rail designs, I don't think I have enough detail on me to be in Star Rail either. So maybe I'll just have to settle for being a Dragalia Lost character. I used to play it until I lost my account. I know, I'm so sad. It was one of the few gacha games that I really liked, and I really wanted to see it succeed. It had really fun music. Every time, like I said, every time we have a Nintendo Direct, I pray that they bring it back in some kind of single-player mode. Just to let us experience it again. I would definitely wail for Fionna in any gacha. As you saw, there are risks. there are risks to putting me in a gacha game. So I don't know if I would wish that upon you. I couldn't even roll myself, as you saw. A lot of VTuber designs do tend to be too busy. Yeah, I think some people... So you know how we're kind of in an era where everybody likes a lot of things happening at once. I think that's just the way that society is going, which is why, you know, a lot of kids have a problem with attention spans. It's why we have videos that have like Subway surfers and stuff on the side. So VTuber designs can kind of go the same way, where a lot of people think more is better. I think, yeah, in comparison to some people, I feel like I'm pretty... Wait! I completely forgot. Okay, thank you for reminding me. I was gonna say I feel pretty simplistic, but you guys wouldn't know that because we didn't do a model showcase. Oh, that's what... Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, during this 2.0, we're also going to give you the model showcase because I didn't do that. I didn't have time. I was planning on doing it during my regular debut if we had time, but we didn't. I literally had to stop when the hour was up. So we're gonna do the model showcase now. You guys literally haven't seen anything like above my or below my shoulders. Okay, model showcase happening right now. Did you play Fire Emblem Heroes? That's actually what got me into Fire Emblem. Yeah, actually, I remember when it was released. I was really excited about it. My favorite character from the original roster is Sharina, but I also really like what's her name? It's not Victoria. What's the little girl? The little girl on the evil side? Is it Victoria? I don't think it's Victoria. Take that away. I totally thought I missed the model showcase and debut. I'm sorry, it wasn't there. I literally was thinking I'm gonna put it at the end. That way I can cut it short if I run out of time. But we had no time to do it at all. So we're gonna do it now. I'm actually just gonna... Let's start from the bottom. We'll start from the bottom. Here are my shoes. I like them a lot. They're really shiny. My shoes and my skirt. So my skirt's got like 2 layers to it. There's like an inner red layer and then there's an outer layer. Veronica! There we go. Thank you. I knew her name wasn't Victoria. Veronica. I liked her too. She was cute. I don't know. Does anybody still play Fire Emblem Heroes? Is the story... I heard the storyline was like actually decent, but it's just a shame that it's stuck in a mobile game. Am I crooked? I am crooked. I was like, does it feel like I'm a little off leaning? Okay, whatever. Perfect boots for stepping? Just a little bit. I wouldn't do that unless you were being really naughty. So we have this cool little tassel here. I think it's really cute. It's very shiny. Like, it kind of reminds me of candy. I would really like to bite it. And then we have my socks. I've got this nice little star pattern on one side for a little bit of zest, for a little bit of spice. I like this part here in the rigging. Here, I'll show you. Wheel. Oh, my thigh. Like if I lean, my legs go like this, and it looks like I have to potty. So again, we have the rendering on my skin is really good. I also really like how the little ruffles in the back move, I think. Yeah, you can kind of see it bouncing. It's very flowy. I like it a lot. There's a very interesting little shimmer on my tights, I think, that you can kind of see there. Whee! My live 2D animator did a really good job giving me a cute little, a sassy little hip sway. Or if I just go up and down, it looks like I have to potty really bad. Okay, enough of that. I have these cool little metal decorative things on my thigh. My skirt is like, if you look really closely, it's open on one side. So my character design sheet is not ready yet. But I hope that once it's ready, It'll make it easier for people to draw fan art of me. Wow. Yeah, if you look really closely, I think you can see some straps there that are blue. Yeah. That's important. Why does it still feel like I'm lopsided? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I really like the tummy part here because I feel like there's a lot of cute accessories. I really like the little rose pin here on my belt. I like that a lot. I think it's super cute. I would love to own it in real life. So, hey, management. If we ever get merch opportunity, can you make this pin real, please? Because I would like it. Yeah, isn't it cute? It's really good. I like the outfit a lot. It was a little bit different when the model was illustrated and I asked for a few little changes, but it's basically retained most of its original flair. My tummy is vacuum sealed. Yeah. That way I don't eat too much. It prevents me from eating too much. I have these cool little tassels and these tags on my jacket just so I don't lose them. And so whenever I'm walking down the hallway towards the barracks or towards the training ground, you can tell that I'm coming because everything's gonna jingle. You're gonna hear it. This is my way of warning you that you better be behaving because I'm on my way. The jacket's pretty cool. It's a cropped jacket, so it only covers so much, but honestly, that doesn't matter to me. As long as I can pull it up whenever my shoulders get cold. I also like that it's fluffy. I really like fluffy jackets. Oh, you want merch of this tag? That's a good idea. That's cool too. It would be good for like, oh my gosh, it would be good for like your luggage or your bags. Oh, you're so smart. I'm gonna pitch that to management also. Somebody remind me. Yeah, there are a lot of danglies on my outfit that I feel like could be made into merch opportunities. And I really love merch that's kind of subtle. I like merch that's not super in your face and can be used for a variety of situations. So like the rose pin is very subtle. You wouldn't know that it was VTuber merch unless you knew that it was VTuber merch. Yeah, I like the fluff on the jacket. It makes me feel like a powerful lady. And that's about it. That's all of me. I'll give you like a close-up of my face. Wow. Okay. B. I have this, so the earpiece, technically, have you seen? I think both in Dragon Ball Z and both in Sailor Moon, there are characters that kind of have like the techie thing where like a screen pops out on one eye. I think in Dragon Ball it's called like the limit something. It's the thing where he pulls it out and he's like, oh, his power level is over whatever. That's what I like to envision this hair clip is. So if you watch Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury can like pull out a little visor. I think she pulls it out from like her earring or whatever. So I think this hairpin can have the same effect. The Scouter? You got it! Yes, the Scouter. Thank you. You guys are so smart. Thank you. That's why I keep you around. Because you know things I don't. Yes, I would love to have like... So I think this particular bit is a little bit too big to have as actual merch. But I would like a mini... Maybe like an enamel pin would be really cute. Or even actually just like a real hairpin. Just very, very significantly smaller than this. Something a little less in your face. Maybe about the size of my ear. That you can just like pin your hair up with. I think it would be cute. But I don't know the schematics of creating merchandise like that. That's got like metalwork involved. That sounds like it would be complicated. But that's kind of the lore behind it. I feel like it's a scouter. So it comes with features. Like, I'm sure it can read people's... It can see people's body heat. So if you're hiding somewhere and I can't see you, you still can't hide. I can see body heat. Does it have X-ray vision? I don't think that would be... maybe like really, really basic X-ray vision. Like if you go to the airport and you see how they can see in your bags. They can't really see details. They can only see like shapes. Maybe X-ray vision like that would be good. What else? Oh, just like an identifier would be good too. Like, hey, what am I looking at? You know, what kind of identify this kind of tree? I identify this bird. Google on just straight up Google in my brain. Google on my eye. What is it called? Is it Apple Vision? The new like headset thing that Apple brought out that you can just like do whatever in your own glasses. That's what this is. I could be in a meeting, but I'm actually watching YouTube Camp while I'm in the meeting. You just can't tell. You just can't tell. So this thing is really, really helpful for a lot of reasons. There's no hiding. No, you can't hide. That's not right. Why would you want to hide from me? You have chores to do. You have duties to attend to. But also, you need to eat dinner with me because I'm lonely. If you let me eat dinner by myself, I'm gonna be sad. So, there. That's my entire model. Maybe I'll just let you guys see like the whole thing. I feel like I look kind of tall. I feel like my legs might be kind of long, so I feel like I'm kind of tall. But that's good because I am tall. Especially with the boots. Like, if I'm 5'7" plus 3-inch heels, that's 5'10". I think I look like I could be 5'10". I already have 3 cats. I can't adopt Fionna right now. That's okay. I'll adopt you instead. Thank you. Yeah, I like... Oh, you can kind of see the hips way better. Ta-da! I hope you like it. 5'7" in VTuber land. It's really funny because Ryu also said that she's tall, but when you look at our models, she doesn't look like she's a tall person. So that's going to be really interesting if we ever get 3D. Because when you get 3D, from what I understand, it has to kind of match your real height, or else there are going to be problems when you track. Yeah, I like being tall. It makes me feel capable and powerful and authoritative. So, I used to actually not like being tall. This is a fun fact. I used to have insecurity over my height because everybody in my family is pretty short. So, when I ended up being the only tall one, people constantly were pointing it out and it made me feel nervous about myself. But, like I said earlier, I gained a lot of confidence when I grew up and I realized things were not that serious. So, I'm okay now. I like being tall. I actually think that I should be taller. Which is why I wear boots with 3-inch heels. Because this is fun. I'm so tall. I tower over everybody. I'm like Godzilla. Godzilla roleplay. Ah! Your jacket is so cool. Thank you. I feel like the jacket would be like a super, super, super like long stretch of merch. Because from what I understand, producing clothing merchandise is really costly. So I don't know if we could ever make the jacket real, but if we could, that would be awesome. But also this jacket is really, really specific, and I don't know if you would be able to use it for a lot of occasions. It doesn't feel like it would be super flexible, like a hairpin or an enamel pin or like a keychain or anything like that. Tall girls are cool? Thank you! Yeah, me. I'm the tall girl. I'm the cool tall girl. I like being tall now. That way I can pet your head. My favorite thing to do, especially with my family members who are shorter than me, is to like walk up behind them and just like put my chin on top of their head. I think it's really fun. I'm like, hey, oh, you're so tiny. Oh, you're just a little dude. Oh, you're so cute. My little like I think my mom is 5'1", or something like that. And my godmother is 4'11", so like my family is real small. My family's real small. With a good pair of heels, I can literally be taller by I can be a foot taller than my godmother. It's very fun. Okay, big stretch. We did it! We did it! I think, probably gonna go take a rest for the rest of the night because we got through all of the debut 2.0 and thankfully I remembered after you guys reminded me. Thankfully we remembered to go through our model showcase. So I did everything I wanted to do again. Yay! Which is like the best. Like I said earlier, I would rather regret trying to do something or doing something than regret not doing it and feeling, you know, wondering, whoa, what could have been? What could have happened if I had actually tried this? So the fact that we finished everything today makes me feel very productive. Like the workaholic that I am. Since we finished our to-do list, I feel great. Maybe being shorter isn't so bad. Yeah, it isn't. When I was younger, I always wished that I was one of those like super cute petite girls that, you know, people would like want to put in their pockets and like protect and stuff. I really wanted to be one of those people. But obviously, you can't really do anything about your height if you're tall and you want to be shorter. If you're short and you want to be taller, there are things that you can do. But if it's vice versa, you're stuck. So I just learned to live with what I have and be happy with what I have, and now it's fine. My 5'8" friend had pat me once as a joke. Aw, that's so cute. You guys are basically the same height. 1 inch doesn't mean anything. Being short makes it easier for Fionna to step on you. Yeah, with my cute little shiny boots. I mean, I guess if that's what you like. With my cute little shiny boots. Only if you want, though. It's okay if not. Alright, what are we doing this week? Tomorrow, we're gonna be playing AFK Arena. Arena? That's the old one. AFK Journey with my friend Hiyumi Now, who is obsessed with this game. She has pushed it on me as a game that you don't really have to play, and that's why it's called AFK Journey. It's apparently very, very easy. As somebody who has a limited amount of time, I am kind of interested to see what sorts of things they change in the gameplay to, you know, that makes it so that we save a lot of time, because she told me it's a very, like, time-friendly game. What else? On Tuesday I'm trying Hades 2. So I haven't tried it out. I know a lot of my friends have been playing it and everybody is telling me that, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It's so much improved from the first one, and I really loved the first one. So we'll see how the second one treats us. Also, I really like Greek mythology and stuff. I think it's fun. So I'm really excited to meet Melanoi and Hecate. I'm a big fan of Hecate and mythology in general because she's like the goddess of witchcraft and stuff. Which I probably shouldn't really be saying as an Angel VTuber, but don't worry, don't think too hard about it. On Wednesday, we're going to be trying Wuthering Waves, which is this brand new... I struggle with saying things are Genshin-like, because Genshin did not invent the formula. Like, obviously, there have been games like Genshin that came before Genshin, but it's the easiest thing to compare it to so that most people understand what you're talking about is usually Genshin. So yes, Wuthering Waves is kind of similar to Genshin. It looks like the button layout is very similar, but I don't know anything else about it other than what some of the characters look like. And I watched the trailer and there's a lot of beautiful women in there. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because the character designs are always what get me, actually. This is a fun fact about me. I can know nothing about gameplay or story, but if I like the character designs enough, you got me. That's actually why I picked up Fire Emblem Awakening on a whim, because I was like, whoa, these character designs are awesome. This art style slaps. I'm gonna play this, whatever it is. And here we are. However many years later, and Fire Emblem Awakening is still my favorite game, all because I picked it up because I thought Kozaki's art was baller. Hades 2 is fun. I played for almost 8 hours without noticing. That's crazy. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, that makes me kind of nervous though because I only have it scheduled for 1 day this week. Am I gonna want to play more? Well, we'll find out. We'll see. I'm worried because I'm trying a lot of new things this week. Because let me tell you that I have been saving so many games to play because I'm like, I'm gonna play them on stream, but that means I have to wait until I debut. So I have been hoarding games, waiting for my debut date. So now I can play them all. So now I can finally play Grand Blue Relink, which is, which is out for a while, but we're going to be playing that on Saturday. Hades 2 just came out, and that completely threw off my schedule because then I had to add it in there somewhere because I've been waiting for it for forever at this point. Feels like I've been waiting forever. Hades 2 is so good. Yeah, I'm so excited. We're going to be trying it out for the first time tomorrow. So feel free to come watch me struggle. I feel like I've always struggled in Hades, but I've always had fun regardless of how I do. Sometimes I get my butt whooped, and sometimes I'm on top of the world. So we'll see how number 2 treats us. Ooh, I also want to meet all of the new characters. I haven't really seen like a ton of the new characters. I've seen a couple of the new redesigns, like Chaos. Holy shoot. Chaos's new look is crazy. And I'm really excited to see how everybody else looks after however much time has passed. Kozaki also did the art for No More Heroes. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, I feel like everything that Kozaki has touched, I have been interested in. I know Kozaki also did the art for an Otome game. I don't know if it's coming. Is it coming out this year? I know. I just remember it was being announced. I think it might still be in development or something like that. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Even though me and drawing have a hard relationship, I am a big fan of art in general. So art styles definitely draw me in. Let's see. Wuthering Waves on Wednesday and Thursday because I feel like I'm going to get hooked playing it, but we'll see. And then on Friday, we have a collab with my genmate Ryu. We're going to be playing that dog game where you're connected, which I think is probably just going to be fine. It's going to be fun. The funny part is, when I asked Ryu what she wanted to play, I gave her like a list of potential things that we could do. And she was like, can we play Fogs? Because I feel like that one will make me rage the least. And I was like, girl, people love watching rage. What do you mean? But let's make our first collab something nice and easy. So we're going to be playing the dog game. Let's take your guesses, take your bets, and let's see if Fogs actually makes her rage anyway, because from what I understand, it's a co-op puzzle game, so we might have some trouble. We'll see. Ryu is somebody who enjoys like the action, not maybe action, but like the horror games and stuff like that. I don't see a lot of puzzles in her game taste, but I have a decent amount of puzzles in my game taste, so I might be okay. But we'll see how difficult the puzzles in Fogs are. We'll find out. I'm really excited. I think the game is really cute. So on Friday, we're going to be streaming earlier than usual because my darling little lamb is in a EU time zone. So you'll actually be seeing me at like noon. It'll probably make her rage. Yeah. Come find out. I think Ryu will probably stream on Twitch and I'll just stream on YouTube. That way, if you want to watch us both, you have 2 different platforms. I usually dual stream, but if we're going to be doing a collab and my collab partner wants to stream on Twitch, I'll let them have that. Alright. I really... You can't see it, but you know, when I bounce up and down like this, it's when my model's knees go together and it looks like I have to take a potty break. And that's what I'm saying. I really gotta take a potty break, so I'm probably just gonna say goodnight to you guys and go take my potty break. Sorry if that's TMI. If that's TMI and you don't want to know about that, just let me know. I won't mention it. Hopefully we can have some more fun later this week. I have so many fun games that I'm going to be trying. So if you want to come see me struggle, if you want to come backseat me, that's fine. I really just want to be able to play these games that I've been sitting on for a while. And I like streaming a lot. So you'll see me a lot. You'll see me quite a bit. Hell yeah, go piss, girl. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go potty. I'm doing my... When I bounce up and down, that's my potty dance. Go take care of business. I will. I don't know exactly yet how rating on YouTube works. So if anyone can quickly tell me, maybe I can do that. But I actually... Okay. From what I understand, we have to try new things, right? Me joining this company was all about me trying new things. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to raid somebody, but I'm pretty sure... I don't think I can do it at my size, right? Don't I have to have like 1,000 subscribers or something first? I think rating unlocks... Okay. So I heard right. I understand. Okay. In that case, I will just say goodnight to you guys. Hopefully you have a good rest of your week if I don't see you again. But if I do, I will see you again soon, okay? Good night. Good night. Have a good rest of your day. Take good care of yourselves as always, okay? Or else I'll get you. I'll get you. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna go put on my ending screen and then run. I was hydrating, okay? It's hydrate or dihydrate, but then you bathroom break like crazy. Bye. Take care. See you later. See you tomorrow. Bright and early. At 6 p.m. It's not bright and early at all. Bye.